ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh! Bravo! Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Connor, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6-man.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on, now. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Rush in. Rush in.
On first down, Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Fields. Open man is Myers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, New England.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. That's right. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. You.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey,
Looking to throw. Fields. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And an alley to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
On the ball.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Rip left. Under 10, 10. Move. Joker.
Second and 1. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So second and goal there from the 1, they go to the air. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going right side is White. And he's got some space here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check.
Off the bootleg. Fields. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
First down, here's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
51's the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
951. Get him. Get him. Get him. 6 guys.
Yes, yes. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
X3. 218. Chop it. Hey, wahoo.
Watch the run. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Shoot.
Now back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Time to go. Night. Check 4. Check 4.
61. Matchbox lights.
Shit.
Yep.
Motion.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
50, Mike's 50. I got you. You're all mine.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's bring it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
I smell fear in that offense.
Yo, go.
No.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready.
Go.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short, and he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, New England.
throwing on first down. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this is just, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 yards. 54.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Day, every day, any day. Kill.
Now.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
There.
Check 31. Check 31.
Mike, to go.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start the drive with a give to right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there for the Patriots. They go right back to White here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
You don't want it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the edge.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Check, check. 6-6. Bullet high. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
Blue draw corkers.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Watch twist.
Now it's counter. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Take me up. Here we go. 50.
Ready?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here I come again. Mike 51. Mike 51. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
General West. Hey, 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 hey. And
51. Listen.
ready.
Whoa. Jam. Jam.
Clear. Come. Set, go.
Say.
Topper, topper.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Yeah. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Orbit. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Come off the ball. Hey.
On 1st down, Fields. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run with Connor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Right back to Connor here on 1st. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
132 fighter.
2nd and 9.
Check 15, check 15.
44-yard line.
Bravo.
54.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Yes. Hey, seam 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got one. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Caught by number 12. 38 yards on the play. And a Patriot 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 50. Too little, cupcake.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get him one closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Buzz, buzz.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Haywood. Nyland, 64, weak. Switch. Deep grip.
Now counter. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Hey, Mike 50.
Hey, exit.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Check. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54.
Shoot.
First throw now for the backup Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.